Have you played
Jeez
as a kid
Louise.
No,
volleyball?
no.
We are
What?
live.
I
Who says that?
I started playing when I got here.
Hey Oilers, I'm Diego Zavala with your Oilerville Sports. I'm here with,
Darlene.
And Mr. Rodriguez.
and this is a special volleyball interview with a brand new volleyball coach of Montebello High School.
Yes.
And it's your first year. Not a lot of people would do this kind of job, take off a new sport for their first year. How are you liking it?
Well, I've coached before. This is actually about my fifth year coaching. Last year I did the JV, and this is my first year head coach here at Montebello High School, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
That's cool. And what has been like some unexpected challenges of that, being a first year coach?
Being a first year coach, you just have to do more like logistics, more paperwork stuff, more scheduling stuff. It's just a little bit more tedious. So those are like the challenges. But the practices are pretty fun. They're entertaining. I got a good group of guys who really enjoy their practices. It's high energy, a lot of good laughs, all that stuff. So there's no challenge with that.
And you said you had experience with being a basketball coach. How has that transferred over to your volleyball career?
Oh yes, I'm also the basketball coach here for the freshman boys. Well, a lot of the stuff we do, the footwork drills, talking to the team, help each other out. It's kind of the same thing. Of course, for volleyball, it's a pass, set, hit, and you got 6 guys on one side, 6 guys on the other side. For basketball, it's more a little bit intense, one-on-one defense, but there's a lot of drills you could do. They go hand in hand. So, but I enjoy it. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And people always talk about like how it's hard to recruit and it's hard to get all these players for the team. How has your experience been with that so far?
Yeah, so volleyball is not one of the more major popular sports, right? Around here, a lot of kids don't know about it, but it hasn't been really difficult. A lot of players from last year came back. I have a really good group of returners. The freshman class, some came out. So little by little, there's been more kids coming in and out, coming into the basketball class. The volleyball class. Tryouts was really good. So kind of spreading the word out, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback. So we had a lot of kids come in.
That's good. That's good. You have any questions, Riley?
Why did you choose volleyball to coach this year?
Well, actually, I came here. I came here from freshman year was 2002, and I graduated in 2006. And I was actually on the volleyball team those years. Miss Leon, she's still here. She was my JV coach. Mr. Ng, he just retired. He was my varsity coach. So they kind of helped me a lot when it came to the sport. I kind of just fell in love with it. And it wasn't my first sport, like basketball was my first sport, but volleyball, which is like another fun sport to play. And I just kind of fell in love with it, and I kind of enjoyed it those years. I kept playing a little bit by little bit after college, and now I'm back and I'm coaching, and I love it.
And you said you played here. Would you say you took some of those ideas that you had when you the way you did coaching back then, like how you were coached, to now, or do you feel like you have a different take on it?
Well, it's kind of a bit of both, right? So again, Ms. Leon and Mr. Ng taught me a lot of fundamental drills. They set a good foundation for me. But of course, as you get along, you kind of get your own little swag when it comes to a coach and all that stuff. So I kind of implemented my own style to it. And some of the kids like it, some of the kids don't. It's always like a balance with it. It's hard. I know you guys play sports as well.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes, a coach, you agree, don't agree, you're like why, what, but then in the end, hopefully you kind of see the process. But yeah, I've just kind of like taken what they showed me, and I kind of put my little flavor into it, and it's always a learning thing, but I enjoy it, and hopefully the kids also enjoy my style.
And what's your outlook on this upcoming season? First year, a lot of
we're taking
things
league.
to talk about.
We're taking league.
Ooh.
Okay,
We're taking league. There's no question about that, all right? Just make sure you guys know the boys volleyball team's coming, all right? We're going to make some noise. Hopefully I see you guys out there, but we're going to take league this year.
That's good. And what are you guys looking forward to the postseason? You guys got big dreams for the postseason?
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, leagues is the goal, and then after that, playoffs. I know that's another one of our goals this year coming up. Of course, if we win CIF, that'd be great, right? But first round, second round, I'll be proud of the boys regardless. But yeah, we're bringing that Almont League title back to Montebello High School.
Do you guys?
And for those who are a little confused on how, every playoffs are different per sport, how is playoffs for volleyball? Is it one elimination or is it
Oh
best
yeah,
of?
yeah. It's just basically you win or you just go home afterwards. If you lose, you just go home. So, volleyball, you in varsity level you play 5 sets. So you have to win the best of 3 out of those sets. So the first team to win those 3 are basically the winners. And if you lose, that's it. Your season's over. You go home.
Wow.
You
Go big or go home,
yes,
huh?
sir. Yes, sir.
Do you guys plan on going to any tournaments this year?
Oh yeah, we already have about I think 2 tournaments scheduled. We'll probably
Nice.
do 3. Those are really fun tournaments. We're kind of like an all-day thing on a Saturday. I think one of them is gonna be a Saturday and a Monday. I believe. But yeah, so we get here early in the morning, and we don't come back till late. But it's a good time. We bond. We see other players, other teams, and we see how they play. We have like snacks and food for the kids and all that stuff. But it's a good volleyball day. We all just get together, hang out, bond. And we play a lot of tough teams.
And who are you looking forward to going against this year again league?
Also, some of our tough competitors is Mark Capo, so that'll be a tough one. San Gabriel's also always pretty good, but it just doesn't matter at the end of the day, man. We got this.
You just got to deal with whoever's in front of you, huh?
Yeah, it's good, but we'll get it. Yeah, but again, I know it's difficult. You know, we got some work to do, but I have a lot of faith in these boys, and they're working hard every day. But we have morning practice sometimes at 6:15 to 7:45, so they come here early in the morning, put in the work, and on those days we get to the gym. We're here a little bit later, but they're putting in a lot of work. So I'm real proud of these boys right now.
I don't even practice that early. And I'm a wrestler.
Yeah.
Out of those 2 practices, what do you prefer more? Or early morning practice or afternoon practice?
Well, I mean, I'm a morning person too as well. I came here when we have basketball practice and volleyball practice. We had to do it early in the morning too. So I think it's best to have practice in the morning. You kind of get away with it, get it done. It's no longer like a thing to worry about the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But I know it's tough for some of these kids to get here early. But for the majority of the part, they all come in the morning and they're ready to work. Yeah, so it's good. But it's getting a little cold now, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. When I wake up, I just want to stay in bed.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And you were saying you had those tournaments coming up. Is there a specific one that pops out that you're really, really looking forward to?
Crescenta Valley tournament's always pretty tough. Like I said, tournaments are good because like sometimes like 30+ teams from all different parts, from California, different parts of it. So they come out and we see just different levels, different divisions. So those are, I'm saying that you see some good competition. But I know these boys work hard and they can hang with them.
What type of teams? You're saying there's some big teams that go to those tournaments. What's some teams that are expecting to go to that tournament?
I mean, it just varies every year. It varies. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any team. But top of my head, I can't think of any team. But yeah, it just varies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys have a big team, but do you have your captains announced yet, or are you guys still working on that?
We do have a big team right now. I think we have about 14 or 15 players on the varsity. We might have to. I'm hoping to have 3 levels this year: the frost off, the JV, and the varsity. So it's kind of gonna go a little bit smaller size. But yes, from those players, we do have a senior or a returner. You guys probably know him, Vincent Castro. Really good guy, very strong player. And then we have our junior, who's also been, I think, in the varsity since his freshman year, Fabian Torres. I think he has about maybe 1 brother, 2 cousins. They came here, they played. I played with one of his cousins back in like 06. So his family's been like a volleyball family, so they have a good lineage coming in playing volleyball. But yeah, we have two of our captains. Yeah.
Yeah. And you've been doing this. This is your first year. This is a bit premature, but how long would you like to do this? And what kind of goals are you setting for yourself?
I love Montebello. I love volleyball. I love basketball. Right. Coaching's always been something I see myself doing till. So I just retired. So I retired as a teacher, as a coach. So I'm 35. So I retired maybe when I'm 65. I don't know. Inflation, all that stuff. So probably 30 years. But I see myself doing this for a very long time. I love the sport. I love helping young men, helping them mature and develop. So, and I use that volleyball for that. But I see myself doing this until probably the body can, or I just retire. Yeah.
And I gotta ask this: basketball or volleyball for you?
That's a tough question right there. Tough questions. My first love was always basketball. I played at the park and all that stuff. But volleyball is something that just kind of came out of nowhere, where I also kind of fell in love with it. It's hard. It's hard. I love them both equally.
I
We'll leave it
get
at that.
that.
Yeah.
And you guys have to get funds for the team. What do you guys have planned for fundraising?
Yes, fundraising is always a big part of any sport, as you guys know. Of course, the boys like to get like spare packs, and we need some for money for the banquets and different stuff like that. So we do have a Subway coupon card coming out. So hopefully you guys support $10 and each. And I forgot how many coupons it is, about 24, I believe, and you get like a free sub with a purchase of sub. So we do that. We're gonna be selling some chocolate candies. And doing the Krispy Kreme donuts. So we do have some fundraising ideas coming up, and hopefully you guys can support. And if you see a volleyball player, you can ask them. But we do have that coming up.
That sounds good, huh? And one last question before we end this all off. It's been how has this season been different from other seasons? First time,
Mhm. Yeah. So any season has its own challenges and stuff, but right now, coming in, I kind of inherited a very good group of kids, so we're just going over more like kind of bonding and stuff like that. Everyone can play very well, right? So we gotta work on communication, teamwork. So some of the drills we do is not your typical volleyball drills, but we're trying to work on some communication stuff, and so I'm trying to get them more to do plyometrics, so they could jump higher and stuff. So that's kind of with this team. This team has good skills in volleyball, but they kind of needed to refine other footwork, other things we need to do. But that's the only different part of this team right now. Yeah.
You have any questions before we end it up, darling?
What about team bonding? Have you guys done any team bonding or anything like that?
Oh, no, not yet. So I do have some ideas for team bonding. I know in the past, I think they've done. It's kind of like, well, basketball we do is called Midnight Madness. We've stayed in the gym for just midnight to 6 o'clock. We sleep in the gym. Bring your sleeping bags, pillows. We play volleyball. We play different games. Watch a movie. So I have that coming up, and in the summer we also played in the summer, and we kind of also get together, eat pizza and all that stuff, little stuff like that. But yeah, so I do have a couple of team bonding ideas with them coming up, just so we can kind of feel. It always got to feel more like a family, and that kind of builds more camaraderie. And then when it comes to like playing, like you just feel more connected. So you kind of just it helps out a lot overall. Yeah.
I heard you guys were having an open gym. How's that going?
Oh, it's been going very well. So yes, open gym. It's been from Friday nights, 8 to 10, and we've been having our current players and alumni come back. So a lot of alumni have been reaching out little by little. They know I'm the coach now, and so they've been reaching out, and they come in and they play with the guys. They've been talking to the guys, because having like the old mentors come back, be like, hey, this might be your last season. You make sure you do this, make sure you do that, and all that stuff. So it's been guidance, and it's been very good competition, and it's co-ed, so we open it up for everyone. They come in. We have 3 levels, so just depending on your level, you can play on a court. We have kind of like the more advanced levels, or the medium level, and kind of like the beginner levels. So they kind of learn all that stuff. So there's like a level for everyone, and it's been really positive. I love seeing back the old faces, and I kind of hopefully the young boys are learning from the older alumni, and kind of learn from that, because they could teach you little tricks, a little stuff like that. And maybe me as a coach that I don't even know yet, well, they probably listen to them a little bit better. It just kind of depends. So yeah. So it's been really positive.
And how's that? How long is that gonna last?
How long does that last? Oh, well, I see it lasting for the rest of the school year.
Yeah.
Again, I got very good support from here, from the admin. Thank you, Mr. Duarte. Thank you, Mr. Gutierrez. They're supporting the volleyball program. They want to make sure these boys are successful. So and also the girls too. So just getting support from there. So hopefully it'll last the rest of the school year. And it's co-ed, so they come out, so they're always kind of like practicing, because you guys being sports, like you always want to have kind of like a pickup game type of thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing. So you want to kind of have like a little pickup game, so you kind of don't lose your skills, or you're more motivated to practice. So hopefully we have the rest of the year.
Yeah. Thank you for coming out, Mr. Rodriguez. Special thanks. I'm really glad you were able to tell everybody what's going on and what can you expect. And make sure to look out for those Montebello Oilers volleyball team.
Yeah, we're coming.
A lot coming from them.
Yes.
Send it back to
Champs.
you, Oilers.
All right. Thank you.